Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Katie Bismer. I'm a freelance editor and an indie author. We're starting this week's vlog really late. It's Thursday, so we're just gonna vlog for a couple of days. I was actually out of town. My dad came to see me, I think on Friday, and he stayed here for the night, and then I went back with him to stay with my parents on Saturday, and I just got back yesterday on Wednesday. So anyway, my schedule's a little bit off, and especially because last week on Tuesday I had a book release, it was kind of nice to just I didn't take a week off, like I was still working while I was there, but get a change of scenery, just kind of unplug. I wasn't really on social media and it was really nice. But we have a lot to do in general, in everything, lots to do. So we're getting back on track today. So hi, welcome to another vlog. This one is probably just going to be random work life stuff. It is Camp NaNoWriMo. I am trying to write a book this month as well. We have a lot of things to juggle this month. But before we get into all of that, I want to show you guys something really fast. This company reached out to me and sent me one of their products. This video's not sponsored, but they did send this to me to show you. The company is called Rose Forever New York, and basically they make these arrangements of roses. They're real roses that last you a year. They use like oils and stuff to preserve them. So the box they sent me are these really pretty like baby blue roses. They have different options. You can get round ones, you can get square ones. They have like black velvet, they have suede, they have these like acrylic looking cases, and they have all different colors of roses. They're really, really pretty. This company was actually on my radar like long before they reached out to me. I've been wanting to get a box for myself, so I was pretty excited that they reached out. I have a coupon code that you can use that I think gets you $15 off like anything on their website. It's Katesbookdate 15. I'll have all the info down below if you want to check them out. They smell really good, like fresh flowers too, and I just think they're stunning. I had a really hard time picking what color I wanted for the roses, but the blue ones for whatever reason just really caught my eye. I love flowers so much, but cut flowers never last very long, so I'm really excited that these are supposed to last me a year. I'm gonna have them on my desk, just add a little color to my office. So huge thank you to Rose Forever for sending me one of your bouquets. I absolutely love them. They're so pretty. If you do end up picking some up, please come tell me which ones you got. I would just be super curious to know. But yeah, it's about noon. I've been working on editing client stuff all morning. I'm in the middle of 2 copy edits. I've also had some people have to reschedule and stuff, so my calendars are kind of a mess. I think I need to just like reprint out a couple of the months and redo them. I'm pretty much fully booked for the rest of the year is where I'm at now. I have like a handful of spots open. I keep changing because I've had a couple of people reschedule, which is totally fine. It's just I've never been this far booked out in advance before, so I'm juggling like, I don't know, like 60 clients, so I'm just trying really hard to stay organized. So we're definitely going to spend a lot of time editing for clients today. I made a lot of progress actually in the book that I'm writing for camp while I was at my parents' house. Let me pull it up. I'm writing book 2 for the marionettes, and I also want to do another draft, or at least edit a little bit more of book 1 for the marionettes this month. So juggling like all of these things, it's gonna be the challenge for sure. I got a proof copy to edit in last week's vlog if you missed that. This is not the title of the book anymore, and this is not the official cover. I just wanted a physical version to edit in, you know? So book 2, we are at 23,397. So we're kind of like halfway through the standard NaNoWriMo word count. This first book, I'm realizing I have like a line on my face. Does that help? What is that coming from? Interesting. Book 1 was only like, I think it's like 67,000 right now. Book 2 is going to be so much freaking longer than that. I'm already 23,000 words in, and I feel like I've just scratched the surface. Like we're still just at the beginning of the book. This one feels like it's going to be a long one. But I wrote a note in my phone as I was going to bed last night. I couldn't sleep, and I got this like epiphany. I felt like there was something missing from this first book. Nothing major, just like a scene that I needed to really establish something that in the world building and stuff. It's a whole thing. And last night I had this epiphany of something that I could add that I think will help a lot. I've also been getting all of these ideas of things that are going to happen in book 3. So again, I'm just struggling to stay organized and like keep all of my notes easy for me to find. And book 2 is going really well. It's going really well. I have a couple of scenes that I'm really looking forward to, and I just want to jump ahead and write them now, but I'm like forcing myself not to, and to write this chronologically, and I'm using those scenes as like my carrot on a stick to like keep going so I can get to that part of the book. I'm so excited for you guys to read these books and to meet these characters. It's been so much fun to write. That's what it is. There's a truck parked like right across the street, and the sun is like reflecting off of its windshield and blinding me. Anyway, we got stuff to do today. I didn't end up filming all of the videos that I wanted to for release week. If you haven't been around for the last week, my book The Anti-Relationship Year just came out, and I was posting a video every day of last week to kind of celebrate, and I posted 5 videos, and then I also had like a vlog leading up to release week, so kind of 6. But I still have 2 more that I want to film. One is going to be a reflections video on kind of how release week went. I'm planning on filming that today, so honestly that probably went up before this vlog did. And then I also want to make a sit-down video all about the audiobook production and how that went, and you know, how much that costs, how that process was. But I decided to hold off on that video because the Anti-Relationship Years audiobook is out now. It's available, you can get it, it's all good, but we're still waiting on the Anti-Virginity Pacts audiobook. It's finished, we're just waiting for it to be approved by ACX still. So the Anti-Relationship Year took 20 days for the audiobook to be approved, and the Anti-Virginity Pact was done around the same time. Then we noticed an issue, so we went in and fixed it, and then it had to start over again with the processing. So I'm kind of banking on it being done in about 20 days from when we submitted it, and as of today we submitted it exactly 2 weeks ago, so 14 days ago. So I'm hoping next week it'll be done, and then I'll do a down video for the audiobooks once I have both of them. So that's kind of my plan, but we are going to film that reflections video today. I'm just waiting a little bit longer because I put up a questions box on my Instagram to see if there was like anything in particular people wanted me to talk about or they had questions about. So I have a handful of questions already. I just put the story up, so I'm just waiting for a couple more to come in. Oh my gosh, I've been sitting here talking for 10 minutes. It's been a while, we haven't talked in a week. In other news, I'm currently reading Stein on Writing. This is a writing craft book. This is just like my read for fun book. And then our book club for my Patreon this month is Fortuna Sworn, so I'm gonna start this probably this weekend. We still need to get some writing done for Marionette's book 2 today, and what I really want to do is just sit down and read this draft front to back and take notes on it, so I can like kind of get the full experience and get a sense of the pacing and everything. You can see I started to read it, but it's not a super long draft, so I think I would just need to set aside like 2 or 3 hours to like really read through this. So anyway, if anyone's still here, because I was just talking for a really long period of time, I'll update you later. I just filmed for so long for that reflection video that my camera is now dying. It was about half an hour of footage. I wasn't expecting it to be that long of a video, but it's apparently going to be a long video. So now I gotta go plug in my camera and we're gonna get back to work. It's about 12:30 now. Hi, it's Friday. I forgot to update you. It's like noon. Taylor Swift dropped her album last night, so I stayed up so I could listen to it. Then I ended up going to bed really late, and now we're just working on editing client stuff this morning and probably all day. I've also been writing for Marionette's book 2. I only got like 1,000 words done yesterday, and I've gotten like 500 words done this morning. That's about it. Oh wait, no, that's not about it. The audiobook for the Anti-Virginity Pact got approved last night. So now that's up and ready, and we've been waiting on that for a long time, so that was really, really exciting to see. Happy Saturday. We have a mountain of laundry to put away and a lot of recycling to take out. Dean's been hanging out in the blinds. He likes the sun. Anyway, hi, it's Saturday. I think I've been working too hard lately. You want to know how I know that? I slept in until 10:45 this morning. Not intentionally. Didn't plan on sleeping in. I mean, I did go to bed a little bit later than usual. Not that late. Still before midnight. I'm the kind of person, I wake up at 6 in the morning every day on the dot without an alarm. Today, my body said no. So we're gonna take it easy today. I started my read through of the Marionettes last night. I'm dropping things. And I've been like making a ton of notes in the margins. And originally I was just gonna read through for pacing, and then I decided I couldn't do that. So we're like actually actively line editing right now as I go through. And then I'm also gonna make big changes as they come up. So I think we're just gonna mainly do this today because it's what I want to do. And then stuff around the house, just kind of hang out. I ordered some groceries this morning, so they should get here in a few hours. I'm kind of bad about not treating my weekends like weekends, and I just continue working 7 days of the week. So we're gonna try not to do that and not touch any other work today aside from working on my own book, because even though it is kind of work, it doesn't really feel like it. And we've been listening to Taylor's version of Fearless nonstop since it came out, so that's been really fun. I vividly remembered this album coming out. Like, I had the CD of it. I went to the concert for this album in 7th grade. 13-year-old me is living for this. It's interesting though, because songs that I didn't really love when I was 13 like I love them now and I appreciate them a lot more now. Sorry, I just have this like one hair, it's driving me nuts. Like I wasn't really into slow songs in general when I was younger. I liked the more boppy songs, except for White Horse was my favorite, so that doesn't make any sense at all. Now I've been listening to the piano version of Forever and Always and I really like that. I like You're Not Sorry more now than I did before. I feel like they're all in a row, all the best ones. Tell Me Why, You're Not Sorry, The Way I Loved You, Forever and Always. 4 good ones in a row. And then Mr. Perfectly Fine I think is my favorite from the Vault songs. Let me know your thoughts if you've been listening to the album. I feel like really off now. I haven't been vlogging and I haven't posted a video in over a week now. So now I just like, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I feel very out of it. I feel very disoriented this morning. It's 10 o'clock at night on Saturday. We just poured a glass of wine. I've realized over the past couple of days trying to finish off this vlog, I'm not in the mood to vlog, which happens sometimes, so I'm gonna end it off here tonight, but I thought I would leave you with some final thoughts. I wrote a little bit for Marionette's book 2 at 25,525, so I think I wrote like 500 words today, but I got to the end of the scene that I was on, so I felt like a good stopping point. This new scene is a completely new location, so I'm gonna have to like figure out how I want to describe this new setting and stuff, so I've been putting off starting the next scene. But I did work on book 1 earlier today, so we got through the first 3 chapters, edited them in here, and then updated the document as well. So I've just dog-earing where I left off so I know what needs to transfer over next time I do that. I changed so much. I cut so many things. I added like full paragraphs and stuff, but all of the back and forth ended up being like a net of an additional 40 words and that's it, but that's going well as well. And the only other thing I wanted to talk to you about in this vlog, because I realized we haven't really talked about it in a long time, was my next poetry collection. I've gotten questions on that lately, and I know I was talking about it like way back in January, because that's when I started writing it. In addition to the book I was writing in January, I was also working on the poetry collection. So I am still working on that. My cover designer and I have been emailing back and forth actually, so she's gonna get started on that. And I have thoughts about the poetry collection. So right now it's 90 pages. I am not totally sold on all of the poems in here, so I think it's shorter than that actually. I'm gonna cut some more out. So I mean, that's a reasonable length for a poetry collection if you're familiar at all with the category. Some poetry collections are literally like 60 pages long. Some of them are longer, like 200 pages. My first one, The Sweetest Kind of Poison, I think was around 150. Poems for the End of the World, my second collection, was over 100, but not as long as The Sweetest Kind of Poison. I think it was maybe like 112 pages or something around there. So lengthwise, like it's kind of around where it should be. I personally want it to be longer before I put it out, but also I just like don't feel like it's at a place that I want to put it out as yet, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to explain this at all. I don't know if anyone cares. I look at my first 2 collections and to me they both have very distinct like identities. Like they're very different from one another. They have very different vibes to them, and I don't know a better way to explain it. They just each have their own identity, and this collection doesn't have that yet. I feel like I'm getting there. I came up with a different title than the working title I shared before, and I really like the title and kind of the symbolism behind it. It's a line actually that I pulled from a poem in here, so I think it fits really well thematically with the collection. So I kind of want to mold this collection more around that title and more around that theme, and have it feel more like it has its own identity as a collection, I guess, if that makes sense. So right now I feel like I have a lot of good poems in here that I really like, but the collection as a whole just doesn't feel complete, doesn't feel as solid as my other ones do, and I don't want to release anything until I like it more than the last one I did, because that's my goal with each book, is to get better with each book, and I like each book more as they come out, so I don't want to put out anything that I don't like as much as I like Poems for the End of the World. And this collection's not there yet. So for people asking about it, I really appreciate you being interested. For one thing, it is in the works, but it's something that I'm not rushing, and I just kind of work on it from time to time. And when I feel it's ready, I'll put it out, and I have no idea when that will be at this point. I'll keep you updated as I keep working on it, but I realized we haven't talked about that in a really long time, so I wanted to give you a quick update here. So I'm gonna sit here, and I can't decide if I want to keep writing for book 2 or revising for book 1, but that's what we're gonna work on a little bit before we go to bed. But that's gonna be it for this vlog. So I don't know if I'm gonna do one next week. Like I said, I just really haven't been in the mood, but hopefully we'll have another one soon. I'll also have those other 2 videos from release week going up, the reflections video, and then I still need to film the audiobook one. Now that the Anti-Virginity Pact audiobook is available, I can film that. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. I'll have links down below in the description for all kinds of stuff, and I will just see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Bye.
No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner.